Ladies and gentlemen, good night. It's very late in the morning, repping my Giants, my, my team, Big Blue, you know, was at this Super Bowl, listen, but I'm not going to get sidetracked about football right now, and I think I already gave you guys my prediction. Chiefs win, probably, I'd say 35-14. Nah, 35-21. 35-21. Chiefs over the Eagles. But let's stay back to this. The Chiefs remind me a lot of the Lakers, man. Their prospective leagues will do anything in their power to set things up so that it works right for them. The reason we're up this late, probably the most shocking NBA trade I think I've ever seen. In the years I've watched the NBA, all of the years I've watched the NBA, man. Going back to 79-80 when I really became a huge basketball fan. Became a fan of the New York Knicks. Michael Ray Richardson, one of my favorite players all time. And my childhood idol watching him play, the great Irvin Magic Johnson. Fast forward to now, I have never seen another team trade their franchise player at age 25 for a 31-year-old second option on another team. The Lakers have acquired Luka Doncic for and a couple of throw-ins for AD, couple of throw-ins, and they only had to give up one pick, a 2029 pick. That is criminal, man. And it reminds me of when the Lakers tried to get Chris Paul years ago. The whole league went berserk. I went nuts because the Knicks at the time were rumored to be trying to get Chris Paul. But the Knicks jumped the gun, weren't patient enough to wait, and ended up just getting, we got our center, Tyson Chandler, and we ended up spending that pick on him in a trade to get him, and didn't have any assets left to get Chris Paul. But it reminded me then, it was so crazy. The league had to veto the trade. One of the few times I think I've ever remembered the league doing that. But this trade, and I just finished watching Carcino. If you guys are out there, watch Carcino's video on it. Awesome take. Carcino is always great, but he hates LeBron, so you get a little extra venom on the LeBron angle of it. But everything he's bringing up is spot on. And the one thing I want to say is this. As I look at this, and as I looked at ESPN's takes on it and everything else, and I got my son on the line, Joshua, he's always with me. He's away right now at college. But, we had to check in for this one, man. The biggest takeaway I get, Joshua, when I watch all these ESPN footage on this thing, on this trade, Dallas they didn't like the fact that Luka was not conditioned, and Luka had all these injuries, and he's never healthy, and blah, 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 blah. This guy, number one, took them to a finals. NBA finals.
Yeah.
Last year, not 2 years ago.
1 year ago.
And he's 25. And 80 is 31. 80 is out now. Bro, when he got hurt the other day, I just shook my head like, this is what I'm talking. This is why I can't with this guy. You breathe on this guy and he gets hurt, man. He's a phenomenal player when healthy. But that's the problem. He's never healthy. My work league, I drafted him last year, made it to the championship round. It was the 1 year he stayed healthy, dude. I have, last year, dude, my work league. Other than that, bro, this guy has been shaky. With injuries, bro, you breathe on him, he's hurt, man. But they traded Luka because they said he was not healthy. He was always hurt. He didn't condition himself, and he was out of shape. Listen, man, there is no other star player in the league more injured in recent memory than Anthony Davis. You just traded a 25-year-old superstar, not an all-star, a superstar, a top 3 best player in the league. If you trade Luka Doncic, you trade him for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, you trade him for Nikolai Djokovic, or at best, listen, even trading him for Wemby is shaky because this is just Wemby's second year. But, dude, you got to trade him for those two.
Yeah, Shea.
What are we doing?
Jokic, and then
who else?
At the worst,
What, Giannis?
Worst, Giannis at the worst.
But Giannis is older.
That's older.
That's what I'm talking about. Even on the trade, you're still gonna have to get substantial amount back because of the age. The Lakers gave 1 pick up, and it was a 2029 pick. How is that possible if the NBA didn't finagle this like they tried before with the Chris Paul trade years ago with the Lakers? It's the same thing. And the only reason that stopped is because of the outrage from all the owners and all the fans, and they couldn't sneak that one through in the dead of night. And like I was saying, watch Carsino's video. It's pretty much how I feel, with just my own little caveat to my son. I'm about to let my son just speak on this. But listen, man, I'm in full agreement with him, and I'm just in full. I was shocked when I looked at the details of the trade. I was like, oh, nah, you want. And then I listened to ESPN. Listen, LeBron owns the NBA. If you guys out there don't realize this by now, you need to get it through your brain. LeBron James is the most powerful player in any sport. Football, basketball, baseball. There is nobody that wields more power than LeBron James, man. None. They just keep it a buck, man. And this trade, they said how he was eating dinner with his family and all this. Man, I love LeBron James. But stop. Nothing gets nothing gets done in that organization unless LeBron knows that. Nothing. So let's just cut that out. All right, that's number one. Number two, for the Lakers to only be able to have to give up a 1 pick, a 2029 pick, and just scraps. No Anthony, no Austin Reeves, no, not even Hachimura. Yo, man, what are we doing, man? What are we doing? Yo, bro, they didn't even give away Hachimura, man. They still got picks. They still got draft capital to make another move, which is going to happen. Mark my words. This isn't it. The Lakers are going to make another move, probably get another big, and then away we go. You mark my words, man. Probably Vucevic from Chicago. I could see that. I could see that happening, man. I could see that easy, man. But moral of the story, because I'm about done, a 25-year-old gets traded for a 31-year-old. The one player is an all-NBA, all-pro, superstar, mega player. Top 3 best player in the game. Nobody was calling AD a top 3 best player in the game. The top 3 best players are Luka, Jokic, and Wemby. And honestly, after this year, you got to put Shai there. Shai may sneak in there. Top 4. But nowhere near there is an AD. Nowhere near there is an AD.
Yeah.
And for the Lakers to be able to get a trade like that done, this is one that's gonna have to be vetoed. I hate to say it.
Yeah.
If it goes through, fine. But this is a veto. This type of a trade is not only should it be vetoed, but all of that. I know Mark Cuban's not in charge of the Mavs anymore because he would never in his life agree to this. You're talking about a Shark Tank deal maker, someone that knows how to create a good deal. There is no way he would ever agree to this. No way. So I know that this is just proof he's not in charge of the Mavs anymore. He has a small share in that, which is whatever. But to the Mavs fans, my condolences. Listen, AD is a very good player. He's a great player, but not Luka, man. He's not Luka. AD never took a team to the NBA Finals. he went there with LeBron. He never took a team on his own there. And you have Kyrie. I always root for Kyrie. I'm glad that the Mavs gave him a home. Kyrie was railroaded by the NBA, by that garbage owner of the Nets, But neither here nor there. I root for them. But this is a complete disaster for the Mavericks. And for the Lakers, very, very good, shrewd move. We'll see if it holds up. We'll see. I cannot see other NBA owners seeing this and not like, oh, absolutely not. So we'll see how it goes. But again, you got to realize this is not a David Stern-led NBA. This is an Adam Silver-led NBA who is beholden to LeBron. LeBron is the puppeteer. And Silver does what he says. So it's going to be tough, bro. But I've said all I got to say with this. I'm still shocked, man. And I got Luka in my work league. So now I'm like, no, not LeBron. LeBron sucks the life out of people, man. This guy is like a vampire, man. Unless you're a big, I think about, and this is the last thing I'm going to say. I never forget when I had Russell Westbrook. He got traded to the Lakers. I was so naive. I thought this had to work because I figured LeBron has to know Russell is one of the top. He's one of the great point guards of his generation, a top 10. To me personally, top 5 point guard all time great. Top 5 in the history of the sport. Best point guard. Yeah. I said there's no way LeBron is not going to beholden to this guy and let him run the offense and LeBron move around and look for spots. Oh, no. That Laker team had Russell Westbrook sitting in the corners like a 3-point. Like he was a 3-point shooter. When I saw that, I realized, oh, my God. Anybody that goes to play with LeBron has to be a certain kind of player.
Yeah.
Because there's no way, man. LeBron sucks the life. And I love LeBron to death. I'm not a LeBron basher like that. Because the greatest performance I've ever seen in a finals or in a playoff was when he first took his team, the Cavs, to the finals against the Spurs. That Cavs team should have never made it that far. But they did it because of him. And I was a young LeBron with a garbage team. A team that, period. But the preferential treatment, the wanting to control the ball, dominate the ball all the time, despite having capable players around you. The fact they couldn't make that work with Russell Westbrook. And it would have been pretty easy. Just let Russ run the offense. LeBron, pick a spot. You shoot threes good now. Pick a spot. Shoot your three. LeBron should have been out there, not Russ. But I'm not even going to get into any of that. It's done with. And I'm praying. And Luka, listen, that was Russ on the back end of his career. Luka, now in his prime, is not tolerating none of that. I'm standing behind the 3-point. Oh, no. I am running this offense. So we'll see how that goes. And my prediction, they'll get another center. They'll probably get an all-star too. Probably Vucevic. Vucevic is probably going in now. Easy. And then they're going to run with that team. And then it's another European player that could vibe with Luka, and they'll get along and be good. All right, but that's it for me. I said my piece, what I got to say. I'm still waiting to see what my Knicks do. Hopefully we keep the team intact. Mitch comes back healthy, and we re-sign T.J. Warren, and we run with that team. If not, I really don't want to get rid of Mitch. I don't want to move Mitch. I just want Mitch, period. I want the one-man wrecking crew that strikes fear in the heart of the Cavs, the number 1 team in the East. That's what I want. But we'll see how that goes. All right, son, with no further ado, take it away and just give him your take on this trade and what you feel, bro. Live from New Paltz. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, live from New Paltz. I mean, yeah, I'm just speechless. I'm at a loss for words. I mean, like, how do you trade? Never in like years where I think Luka Doncic would be traded in the prime of his career after a finals push where he led them to the finals. Like,
last year.
last year, like right after.
Yo, last year. And they weren't even picked to win. They weren't even picked to get to the finals, dude. Like Minnesota. The NBA has been jocking Anthony Edwards forever, trying to push this dude as the next big great it. And that team couldn't even make it to the... No, the Mavs upset them. And upset Shea Gildress. This guy beat Shea and he beat Anthony Edwards, bro. And made it to the finals. And they trade this guy. Oh my God. Yo, go ahead, Josh. Go ahead.
Luka's probably, I'll say, like top 5 closest players inside the league. Like the amount of buzzer beaters he has, like his record and his resume, like if you put it up against Anthony Davis, there's no way you ever trade Luka for Anthony Davis. Like
Davis is a number 2 on that team. This
he's
LeBron.
a number 2 option behind LeBron James at 40 years old.
Yeah, at
like,
40. At 40.
And I mean, some of that is LeBron's fault too with the coaching. He has JJ Redick inside his pocket. So the offense is always going to run through LeBron. But, I mean, like,
bro, man,
you can never trade your number 1 option, top 4, like, player in the league. And then on top of that, your franchise player for a number 2 option on not even a contender.
No.
Like, that's just insane to me. Like this just
I know,
baffling. I don't know. Like Luka, you trade Luka Doncic, like top 4 player, should be an MVP. Like actually, but
he was robbed, dude. I thought Luka should have won the MVP last year. He had a good shot of it last year, and a couple of years ago, he should have. I think maybe 2 years ago, he should have easily won.
Yeah, I think like 2 years ago. Yeah,
should have easily won it, man. Dude, I never forget what he did to my Knicks. A 60-point triple-double.
Oh, yeah.
60-point. Took him into overtime and won the game. 60-point triple-double, dude. Who does that? Who does that, bro? As great as Russ is, Russ never did that. That's Mr. Triple-double, man. But go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
I mean, and then to go off on top of what you said, for the Dallas Mavericks, that trade just makes no sense regarding health-wise.
No,
like,
none.
You now have Kyrie Irving, who is injury-riddled.
Check.
You have Anthony Davis, who you're barely going to see him inside the lineup.
Check.
Always injured. And then Klay Thompson, who's like, I can't speak about Klay Thompson.
Check.
He's just...
Yo, that's 3. Yo, bro, man, they could have to up that health insurance, man.
Oh, my gosh.
Yo, dog.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Wow. What? Because the young man's conditioning was bad? You couldn't bring in, like, conditioning coaches? You couldn't hire Luke? You couldn't hire Dirk to come in to talk to this guy? To be like, yo, bro, you got to stop eating like this. I won a title with Mavs. You know what it took to get there? Conditioning. You couldn't hire Dirk as an encouragement fitness coach for this guy? Like, really? That's your answers to trade him? And then you only get 1 pick. I still can't believe that.
Yeah.
I can't believe they only got 1 pick. I cannot believe it.
2029 at that.
And
Not even the one coming up. Not even the one after that. 2029.
Bro, they got Max Christie.
Oh yeah.
Like Max Christie. Oh my God, man.
See,
that was
like
it.
At least could have got I don't know. I think Christian Wood is still on that team. At least could have got Christian Wood out of that.
Yeah, at least you get a big man. Yeah, they had him. They had him too previous. He was with the Lakers. Christian Wood is a player. I don't understand him, bro. I won a fantasy championship with him years ago. He was such potential, dude. He's a 20-10 guy when he's locked in, but mentally he's just not there, man. He's an enigma, Christian Wood. Enigma. Has all the skills and talent,
Yeah.
but just the IQ and the mental is just not there, man. It's a valuable
Yeah.
lesson to players that you can have the talent, but if you don't have the IQ, the mental, the heart, it's for naught. But to not even get Hachimura from the Lakers is stunning. Stunning. At least
Yeah, like
Hachimura. Even if you don't want to give up Reeves, could you couldn't have told them give me 80 and Hachimura? I don't know what the Mavs was doing. I don't know what they're doing. If I was a Mavs fan, I would be livid, man.
that like no, that's like you have to be out of touch with just
Hey,
your
dude,
family base, everybody to do that.
dude, you know what that's like? That's like the Knicks trading Jalen Brunson for like Jimmy Butler.
Yeah,
That's the exact type of trade that is. Jimmy Butler is washed, old, a cancer, brittle, just like AD.
Yep.
For a younger guy in his prime, starting to get near his prime, young though, so he's still scratching the surface and has already had substantial success in the playoffs. And Luka did better than Brunson. Luka went to finals. Went to finals, man.
Yep.
Western Conference Finals, man. So
Yep.
to me, bro, like just think about that, Knicks fans. Would you trade Jalen Brunson for Jimmy Butler? Absolutely not. Absolutely not, man. And only get back a first round pick and with a couple throwing players. You would never do that. You wouldn't do that deal at all. At all. For the Mavs to do that, man, we'll see in the upcoming days. Maybe some stuff gets leaked. You know how this goes. They'll leak some stuff from the Mavs. The Mavs are going to do damage control, so they're going to try to leak out he wasn't happy, complained, blah, blah, blah. He was a can. They're going to leak all the stories and all of that stuff to cover their tracks, to try to excuse one of the worst trades I've seen in recent memory. They're going to try to do all of that, and that's fine. And not my team, so it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
But I do like Luka. I do like Luka, man.
Yeah.
And we'll see, LeBron. Listen up, LeBron. People like to say you make players better.